name is Romisha Gumiller. Early abuse in nursing home by yours truly too, Miss Shannon Bolden, SP 201E01, Fundamental of Public Speaking, October 21st, 2018. Elderly abuse in nursing home. I will be giving you a little knowledge of different kind of abuse that goes on inside of a nursing home. Elderly abuse encounter different abuse every day. Can you imagine a loved one or someone you may even know to be mistreated and be abused inside of a nursing home? Like to have your person to be sent out to a place that they are mistreated. That is mind blowing. Like frightening, right? In the nursing home, there are many different things that goes on behind closed door. Different type of abuse are encountered each and every day inside of a nursing home. I will just give y'all a few. Neglect. Neglect is the number one abuse that goes on inside of a nursing home. With neglect, the patient needs really isn't met with neglect. Neglect goes along with the hygiene, not giving water, not giving proper food, not being lifted, and doing different things that it is that they need to do. With a patient, neglect comes along with different. So if a patient been laying there for a while when they're not being lifted and moved around, so they just being not touched at all, and then there become bed sores and different things like that. All of that in that nature is neglect. The patient is not being cared for at that moment. They're not being cared for. Another type of abuse that goes on inside of the nursing home is physical abuse. When you hear the word physical, you automatically can think of touching, some type of touching, hand touching that goes on. With physical abuse, it is like a condition that calls it physical harm. Physical abuse may be intentional, like it could be like with hitting, pinching, elbow shoving, or anything of that nature is physical abuse. Physical abuse can not only be by a staff, but also by another patient. So the staff could be doing physical abuse to a patient, and also another patient doing physical abuse upon patient. It's physical abuse, and all of this are encountered inside of a nursing home. Another type of abuse that goes on inside of a nursing home is psychological abuse. Believe it or not, psychological abuse are encountered with a lot of yelling, harmful things being said, all type of different things that goes along with psychological abuse. Psychological abuse is one of the top things that's not even being addressed inside of a nursing home, because it happens so often. People don't even realize that they're really doing it, and it is abuse. The National Center of Early Abuse did a statistic to show what goes on inside of a nursing home. With the statistic, they found out that 7 to 9 to 10% of the study, or the people that participated inside of the study, had been abused. Approximately 90% of the abusers are found to be family members, including adult children, spouse, or parent. A sample of 200 women with disability indicated that 67% are experiencing physical abuse and 53% are experiencing sexual abuse. A study of 342 men encountered abuse only by their experience about the staff, the person that working with them. They encountered that abuse. That's 342 men has been abused by a staff that was working with them. So with the ratings, abuse encountered with men and women, with both sex. And did you know that, like, with abuse, the people is a percentage of 15%, 12 to 15% of the abuse. 15 to 12% of the abuse goes on, that people that 15 to 12 abuse are normally cause death abuse, that people who experience abuse have a higher rate of death than those who never even encounter abuse inside of a nursing home. That's like a lot, because the elder people are our biggest generation of this population here in Mississippi itself, because we have so many nursing homes being built and so many people are getting old and different things of that scenario, that our elderly abused population is wide. But people that are being abused and different things of that nature inside of a nursing home, they lead to have quicker death than those who have never been touched before. I mean, like, it shouldn't really matter of the age that that a person's life should not be valued or anything. Anybody of age or anybody with life within them itself, should be able to be treated right, with dignity and respect and everything of that nature. Elderly people inside of a nursing home really doesn't have a voice. Us as people, as family, as friends, we have to speak for them. When you go inside of a nursing home, there are different type of signs that let you know that abuse is being in place with that person. When you catch a patient or something with spots and bruises or burns or anything of that nature that is on them, trust me, abuse is being taken place there. Abuse is being there. Or maybe even if you're there with your loved one or anything, then maybe it's probably another, let me see, like, say for instance someone walk into the room, a certain staff that has been abusing your loved one. And if your loved one begins to be shy or frightened or anything of that nature, no, abuse is being going on while you're not there. Abuse is real inside of a nursing home. The elderly barely have voice. You should speak up, speak out, ask questions, like ask the staff question. When you see different changing within your people, then it's your red flag. Something is going on inside of the nursing home. Abuse is being taken place inside of a nursing home. So remember, those are your people. Those are the people you love. We don't send them to the nursing home just to send them. Just because you send a person to the nursing home doesn't mean they isn't loved, doesn't mean they isn't cared for. And it also doesn't mean that they should be abused inside of a nursing home. Thank you. My name is Romisha Goldmiller. This is to Miss Shannon Baldwin. Again, thank you for this. And that is all.